The start of the season, everybody has that anticipation. Everybody has that anxiousness to get going.
Get in here, baby! Hey, it's game time! It's here, man! We've been doing this for a long time, and it's finally here!
That feeling that you have right now, that anxiousness, that's going to be gone in 3 or 4 plays.
It's the new Jets, baby! The new Jets! Set the tone for the whole season today!
But what's not going to be gone is how hard we worked. What's not going to be gone is how much preparation we put in to get ready for this game.
Jets on 3! 1, 2, 3, Jets!
That's what we need to remember as the game unfolds.
Jets on 3! 1, 2, 3, Jets!
Barr fires left. Touchdown!
Come together like brothers, baby, like family!
Can they catch Washington? No, sir! This team has heart. This team has character. This team will not quit. Jones with some running room, bursting through. Picks up by Terry Rose into the end zone for a touchdown.
Now comes the heat, and he is sacked by Ellis.
The New York Jets are in business. Unbelievable.
Opening day is always challenging because you never really know what you're going to get in that first game. And with the new players that we have, it was interesting.
Here comes Brett Favre. After 1 month of work as a New York Jet quarterback. Great play action fake. Favre going long for Country. And he is in for the touchdown. What a fake by Favre. 56 yards. I think that's caused a little excitement back in New York.
We had some good play action opportunities deep. It was semi-audible, so they executed that well to kind of set the tone for the play. And then I thought the play fake was well done, and the protection held up, giving him a chance to hit Jericho there in stride.
It was like we hit packs that day, Jacob.
Mike Nugent with a low bouncing kick. Nugent's limping. Mike Nugent is limping off the field.
I think it was one of those things where you just come down the wrong way or plant the wrong way, and sometimes that happens.
Pennington works the middle and almost intercepted by Rivas. And that's a completion. His first completion of the game goes for a loss of a yard. A 3rd down and 11. Working the sideline, and that was back over in the area again.
With Durrell, I thought he did a nice job the whole game. I really liked his technique. I thought that he's been working on it throughout camp, and it showed up in the game.
Barr, middle, complete. 16-yard line. That's Bubba Franks. Barr, end zone low, intended for Lavernius Cole.
Mike was trying to work through the injury. It being a close field goal, we had an opportunity to punch the ball through with some short steps as opposed to a longer stride.
The snap, the placement down, the kick on the way, and it is no good. He missed it to the right, and Nugent did not look good on that kick. He really seems to be shaken up now, and I'm not sure that Mike Nugent's going to be able to kick the rest of the day.
There were a lot of different momentum swings. It's going to go back and forth, and you have to be able to respond to both positive momentum and negative momentum.
Momentum shift here after a Jets missed field goal. He comes out on 3rd and 2. First catch by a wide receiver on the Miami side. First time in Jets territory today. Pennington, David Martin at the 10. Pennington's pass, caught, touchdown.
You don't use 100% of the playbook in any given game. You use 20% of the playbook, and you get to focus on that throughout the course of the week.
At the 40, Thomas Jones finds a seam.
The importance of everybody working together to make a running play successful is lost. It usually goes to just the running back or the offensive line. And that's something that we've been stressing is to continue to improve as a group.
Getting outside, Thomas Jones. Now that was a good piece of running. Favre faces now 2nd down and 10. Oh, they're in on Favre quickly, and they get him. 3rd and 17. If they don't pick up the first, you wonder Nugent, he'll be able to go. Underneath, Jones. Unable to run away from Jeremiah Bell, and they're going to go for it.
You have to give our guys a chance to make a play, and what you don't want to do is take the sack, throw it out of bounds, throw it in the dirt. You at least throw it up there and see what happens.
Big rush. Favre gets away, lobs it in the air. Someone's there. Oh, it's caught at the goal line for a touchdown. He puts up a jump ball, and Stuckey brings it offensive unit out there to go for two. Barr, fake twice, throws incomplete. And that'll end the half.
I told them that things were still very much in our control. Jets-Dolphins games always are a lot tighter than maybe predicted. We knew that they were going to be in it right up until the final whistle.
A snap from the 38. Here comes the heat. Favre gets it away. Nice catch by Contry. And they'll mark him at the 50. The catch, the bump into the back judge, and that is Chancey Stuckey with some nifty maneuvering for 15 yards. Second down and 5. Jones pushes away and goes in for the touchdown.
It was nice to see Thomas get his first rushing touchdown in the first game of the year, as opposed to last year where we're quite a few games in before he was able to do that.
The good running backs in the NFL can get around the unblocked defensive player. Thomas Jones with a straight arm definitely has the speed to take it outside and get it done.
12 minutes to go, down 20-7. Take it to the line, right back to Ronnie Brown. A gain of 13 yards. Wide open, Fasano rumbles inside the 20. They empty out the backfield. Here comes the rush, and they deck him back at the 18-yard line. Calvin Pace comes barreling in.
I was really happy with the pressure that we were able to get with the 4 sacks, and then there were multiple other times where we did disrupt the pass, even though we didn't get the sack, and those are all positive things.
Second and goal from the 16. Pennington fires it. Fasano hauls it in at the 3. Third and goal from there. Going up top, right side. Dwight Lowry on the coverage. 4th and goal. Rolling out, throwing, and knocked down. What a defensive play, and it's Lowry again.
One of the things that is positive about Dwight is he's got a good perspective on things, and he understands that this is just football. It's football at its highest level, but at the end of the day, it's all the same things he's been doing throughout his career.
Fake to Ronnie Brown. Brian Thomas wraps him up. Pennington rolls out. Connects with Mario. Pass again has the catch. That gains 14 and the first down. Big fake. Pass down the field. Grabbing it for the catch and the first is David Martin. Back to Fasano. And he's decked at the 11 by Eric Smith. Another 12 yards. As Pennington hit and threw it, and oh, what a throw it is! Touchdown! What an effort by Pennington.
It had been a hard-fought game to that point, and Chad's a very, very efficient quarterback, especially in 2-minute situations.
Now the Jets have to sweat it out. Thomas Jones hips and hops out for about 4 yards into the arms of Crowder. Jones. Third down is coming up. A first down would seal it. 3rd and 2. Hold on. Procedure penalty first against the Jets.
We would have had a real good chance for a first down had we not had the false start, and understanding the situation of the game, I thought it was important to eat up the final timeout, because that's a 40-second decision. I liked the way our defense was playing. I thought that was the best situation for us at that point.
About a minute to go. Miami trying to drive for the victory. Pass lobbed over the top, and Ricky Williams hauls it in for a first down and out of bounds at the 35 to stop the clock with 52 seconds. Pennington across the middle, and another completion to Fasano. That's Ronnie Brown. He does not go to the sideline. Ronnie Brown, and did they give him the spot out? He gets out of bounds. That was a questionable decision. He's going toward the end zone, and almost intercepted. That was Drew Coleman. 13 seconds. Pennington from the pocket. Time, lobs it to the corner. Rivas with the coverage, and Rivas pulls it down one-handed, but a flag.
Pass interference. Offense.
Yeah, had to be. Darrell Rivas saves it. Saves the day here for the Jets.
There's a lot of things we have to work on, but playing in Miami in September isn't easy, and playing a conference opponent right off the bat, it's extremely important.
A lot of new guys talked about it. Talked about writing the first chapter of the book. It's an exciting way to finish the first chapter. Standard Victory Monday.
Home of the Jets. On 3. 1, 2, 3. And the home of the Jets.
I really like our locker room. There's a lot of excellent pros. There's a lot of older guys who understand what it takes to win and to perform at a high level, both collectively and individually.
Going into the first game of the season, you really don't know what you have, but I think we got off on the on the right foot, and we obviously have a lot more work to do, and we've got to continue to keep getting better.
The new guys came in right away and tried to fit into our core of what we wanted to do. We knew they were good players and knew what they could do. We've seen them do it in the past, but just to see them fit in our scheme and be good players in our scheme was a plus for us.
It's still a work in process, and the thing you have to remember is that it's a new addition to this team, but it's not a new addition to the NFL. Guys like Allen, guys like Chris Jenkins, guys like Damian Woody, Brett Favre. These guys been in the NFL for nearly 10 years. For all those guys know how to play football. For the first game of the season, to see that come together so soon is a good sign.
You just try to spend as much time with the guys as you possibly can. Actually, Brandon and I were watching film together this morning. I'm always talking to Faneca, the offensive lineman, and the receivers, and it's just communication constantly on the field, spending time with guys, outside of the building, and just doing things like that. And I think that's how you build a chemistry with your football team.
To me, the most important aspect of winning is chemistry. You can have the best players possible. It doesn't guarantee wins. Chemistry, how you play together.
When you make plays, it gives each other confidence, and when people have confidence in each other, allows for that chemistry to grow and grow.
It's just a matter of us being prepared, which we're going to be our coaches to make sure we're well prepared, and a matter of us going out there playing together and getting a good chemistry. And I see that happening in training camp. I see it happen every day in the locker room. I see it happening, when we're in meetings. We all have a really good relationship, and we have a nice mixture of veterans and young guys on this team. So I think the management's done a great job of bringing a lot of guys here that's going to bring some positive things to the team. And like I said, I'm just proud to be a part of it right now.
With the guys that we have here and the way we've been working, I think it's just a matter of how much hard work we've done. We'll determine how good we can be, and I think we're putting in some good work, and I'm hoping that it'll show up on the field.
We're all just trying to fill in our way out and just trying to fit in, and obviously there were some tremendous leaders here. You talked to Faneca, you talked to Woody, you talked to Calvin, you talked to Jenkins. I mean, we're just excited to be here, and there's a great tradition that's been established here with the New York Jets, and we just want to be a part of something special.
When I bought the team, there's two commitments that I made, and that's to put the best team we can each year on the field and to get a home for the Jets. The facility kind of represents what I want to do and what we collectively are doing, and that is we try to be the best in every single area of the game of football.
This truly is about a new generation in Jets history. This is about creating something new that we really haven't had before. This is truly our new home. This building never sleeps. This building goes 24/7, 365 days a year. And that's the culture that football is.
The facility is extremely well designed and well built, and it gives you the opportunity to be in the classroom and move from the classroom to the practice field within minutes. And if you want to teach off a film with the board, you can stay inside. If you want to go out and walk through and let guys have a look or a feel of what they have to do, you can do that pretty quickly without a lot of disruption.
When you're watching film on a 60-inch plasma, high-definition screen, you're comfortable, and everything that you possibly need to prepare you to get ready for Sunday is there.
The way the meeting rooms are structured, we can sit like we're on the field. The defensive line sits here, and linebackers and the DBs are behind us. So it kind of gives you that element, just like game day. When I had to turn around and talk to Kerry, it's just like in a meeting room.
This is the field house. We want to be able to practice every aspect of a game condition. Without the ability inside a practice facility like this to be able to do full kickoff returns, to do full punts, it's a total immersion philosophy. You'll notice that when you come into the entrance, whether it be the football entry or the business admin entry, you're looking at a football field. One of the things that was very important for us was to be able to bring the outdoors in. So you'll see that we've created large skylights at both end zones of the building, and they open up actually through into the field house, so you have a large vision corridor.
You got 5-yard markers each increment coming down the hallway, so everything you walk by has something to do with football. With 16 weeks of looking at that, getting to the playoffs, I think guys will really take advantage of it.
We're moving into the players' locker room right now. One of the key features of this room is the fact that we vent the air through the lockers to help dry the equipment. So we supply to the center of the room and then suck the air out through the back of the lockers. Very few locker rooms actually have natural light coming into the locker room. We were concerned about some of our competitors actually viewing into the locker room and seeing the playbooks. So we thought we better frost it. This weight room is almost 11,000 square feet. It is all glass wall to the fields. So when you're working on a machine, you can see what's going on in the fields out there. The orientation of the fields for the same exact orientation of the new stadium that we're building at the Meadowlands, 3 degrees off north. Why do we do that? Because we want to try and give the kicker the wind direction, solar angles as best you can. Obviously, you can't replicate what happens in the stadium, but bottom line is you can give him the prevailing winds. You can give him the solar angles. Everything we do here is about winning.
It's awesome. A lot of guys can't stay away. I can't stay away. I'm only like 5 minutes down the road, so I find myself just coming back here just to look at it and we just enjoy some of the amenities that we have here. Everything that we need is this facility, from food to workout facilities, from training room, and that's a definite advantage for us because we concentrate on football more, and that's what we need.
If you can't get it done in this facility, you just can't get it done. As a professional athlete, you see the ownership, and they did everything possible to help you go out and be successful on Sundays. And so when you know that the organization is behind you,
it's a great thing for us, and proof again that Mr. Johnston will do anything and is as committed to winning as anybody.
This great moment in Jets history celebrates the 40th anniversary of the Jets Super Bowl season as we retrace the heroic footsteps of the 1968 squad. The Jets began 1968 under the leadership of a veteran quarterback with a strong arm and a magnet for the spotlight, whose season would forever change the course of the franchise. Namath's signing with the Jets was a coup for New York and the upstart American Football League as they wrestled Joe Willie's rights away from the Cardinals of the NFL after the 1965 draft. An unprecedented contract and a leading role on the world's biggest stage combined to form the legend of Broadway Joe. And that's another great moment in Jets history.
Brady's down. He got whacked in the legs, right on the side of the leg. His left knee, he's holding it, and he's in pain.
The news is in on Tom Brady, and it confirms yesterday's fears. The Patriots all-world quarterback suffered a season-ending knee injury.
We feel badly for Tom. Nobody's worked harder and done more for this team than Tom has, so it's a tough setback for him. Each guy has a job to do, a coach, a player, they have a job to do, and they need to do it as well as they can. You know, he played one position, he played it very well, and there'll be somebody else playing that position now. And you know, I have a lot of confidence in Matt, and everybody else has to continue to do their job, just like they always have.
You can never minimize the impact that a player of Tom Brady's caliber has on any team. The one thing I do know is that they've been through adversity. They've dealt with injuries. And again, it's not to minimize Tom's impact, but this is something that they're well equipped to deal with. And they've got a very good, deep team that I'm sure will be extremely ready to play.
Being a competitive player, you always want to go against the best, but I mean, we're going to play with the cards we've been dealt, and it's a blow for those guys, but they're going to come play, though.
They're not going to miss a beat. At the last time the quarterback that went down, the world got introduced to Tom Brady, and look what that did.
Does he hit? Oh, my.
The guy goes down, they're well coached, the next guy comes in just as well or better.
The bottom line is that, you know, Tom Brady didn't play defense. You know, so from our standpoint, it doesn't change anything for us. We got to go out and play.
I expect those guys to come in, they root each other on. They've been in the Super Bowl through the last 6 years. Those guys know how to play, and I'm sure their defense will be ready to step up. There's no way possible, no way on this earth that we're taking those guys lightly, not at all.
Offensively, there's multiple weapons. Look at Randy Moss, Wes Welker, Kevin Falk, Lawrence Maroney, Ben Watson. It just keeps going, and one after the next, they can cause problems.
It's a chance for us to be 2-0 in the division, and that's always a positive to start off in your division well and get a jump start on those guys. So if we can do that and pull out a win, it'll be great for us.
I look forward to it, and it's something that you look forward to as a professional athlete. That feeling before the game, and especially when you're playing home. It was an excitement in the preseason. You see a lot of fans out there doing the preseason games, and we expect to be a full house this first game against the New England Patriots. I can only dream from here.
They got a chance to see Brett Favre up close and personal for the first time, and really for the first game, and it's going to be done. It's going to be fun, and there's a chance for us to get a little jitters out early.
The bottom line in the National Football League, you got to line up and play, regardless if it's in New York or if it's in New England or if we're playing out, here on the Jersey Turnpike. You got to play football.
Anytime we play New England, it's exciting, and coming off another conference game against Miami, this is a very important game from that perspective.